Hello, I'm Swanson Gibson Jr., and this is iPulse Live for March 22nd, 2024.
And I'm Nicole Zayek. We start off with a report on the Lynn Fashion Show. Here's reporter Allison Wallace.
Welcome back. Another year, another LFS, Lynn Fashion Showcase. It's currently the 22nd year Lynn has produced this fashion show. For this year, the theme is sustainability. Let's go check it out.
So we've been working on this for a while. A lot of behind the scenes stuff going on. We've been taping down all the wires, getting all the cameras ready and everything set up.
We've been behind the scenes the whole time. Pretty much almost 10 hours a day this past week working on stuff.
Only 1% of post-consumer textiles are recycled into new clothing, and Lynn University is leading the way on that front.
The concept for this year was recycling used materials. The designers made lots of unique and creative looks.
Sustainability, less than 1% of the garment industry is recycled or repurposed, and that's just a waste. It means 99% is being wasted. So it's time we all sort of wake up, and if this helps people become more aware of it, it's well worth it.
It's not just me, it's everyone together. I can write a check, but I can't do what the models do. So.
I'm really looking forward to just being on that runway, showing off the amazing outfits from the designers.
Didn't know what to expect, especially the ones that was our first time modeling for here, but it was amazing for sure, and I hope everyone like it and enjoy it.
Thanks for coming along to watching this show with us this year. I'm Allison Wallace reporting for iPulse News.
Last week, the first edition of Lynn's Leadership Speaker Series took place, featuring Ken Raymond, Global Officer of Marriott International. Raymond talked to a full house at Lynn about how he built his career, the Marriott brand, and the importance of knowing your customers. I was there. Last Thursday, Lynn's inaugural Leadership Speaker Series occurred at the Christine E. Lynn University Center. Students and faculty convened in Elaine's as Bruce Himmelstein, a 30-year hospitality industry veteran, hosted the panel. Himmelstein analyzed the career of Ken Raymond, Global Officer of Finance and Operations for Marriott International.
As I got into my career, I knew one thing. I wanted to run a business. And I wanted to build the skills that I needed in a pretty complicated business, hospitality. So I was willing to jump out of my comfort zone, finance, and go into a different area.
For nearly 2 decades, Raymond has oversaw over 2,300 hotels in more than 137 countries. He discussed the challenging dynamics of his role.
One of the ways that we ensure brand quality, product quality, is to make sure we have an amazingly strong relationship with our investors. The second thing is we try to run our business with as many locals as we can. We want to have people that understand the market, understand the customer in the local market, can execute the brand kind of strategy locally. And the last thing I would say is I think we pick our owners pretty well. And we make sure that whether you're a Ritz-Carlton owner or a JW Marriott or Sheraton or St. Regis, that they really understand the brand. They use our designers, they use our architects so that they can execute the brand locally. And we're pretty rigid around that, and we're rigid for a reason. And that's to make sure that we deliver the core essence of the brand wherever you are in the world. So.
Raymond also explained Marriott's evaluation process and required skills for potential candidates. He also discussed the nature of a disruptive organization.
A disruptive organization is one that comes into your industry and totally turns it upside down. So the case of hospitality, when Airbnb entered the space, it was very disruptive, makes you think differently about your business.
I'm Swanson Gibson Jr. for iPulse.
Now is the time to consider study abroad. Last year, Lynn hosted a variety of study abroad experiences. These trips provide students with one-of-a-kind opportunities to expand their worldview. The programs emphasize academic success as well as cultural integration. iPulse reporter Kenda Green touches further on Lynn University's global ventures.
Every year, Lynn University offers a global selection of study abroad opportunities. These include faculty and third-party led programs held throughout the school semester and summer season, accounting for over 80 trips annually. These unique experiences allow students to expand upon their knowledge and skill sets within culturally diverse environments. In the summer of 2023, Lynn University traveled to the south of France, where film students and those alike were immersed in the cinematic scenes of the Cannes Film Festival.
Hi, I'm Jaime Monteiro, and I'm an international business management student at Lynn. My favorite thing that I learned from this experience was actually just appreciating movies better, because now when I watch movies, I'm not just watching the movies, I actually am looking for the meaning behind it and what kind of story they're trying to tell.
Lynn specifies their excursions for different majors in terms of academic requirements and program activities, cultivating experiences for all fields of study. Students are guided alongside teachers and tour guides in familiarizing themselves with foreign ground while also having their own freedom to explore.
Hi, I'm Monica Goldbach-Bridgers, and I'm a junior studying film production at Lynn University. The best part about the Cannes experience was kind of having the opportunity to be in a room with directors and cinematographers and writers that have been in the industry for a long time and have quote-unquote made it. When talking to them, I didn't even realize their roles, and when I did, I was like, oh my god, they're just a person like me, and it kind of made me feel like, yeah, I can do this. I'd be able to make movies, and it was really good networking and meeting people that inspired me, and having that interaction was really cool. I think Lynn University did a great job trying to incorporate the South of France culture with the festival itself. I would 100% recommend any Lynn student to do a study abroad program. There's not a lot of chances in life where you get to travel and experience these things. And I think Lynn does a great job trying to introduce students to other cultures.
To learn more about studying abroad with Lynn, you can email ips@lynn.edu or connect with program coordinators in the University Center on the second floor in room 244. This was Kenda Green with iPulse News.
Lynn University is home to a beautiful colony of cats. Sasha Abelson-Scher went around our campus with Lynn professor Mariana Islas, learning about the cats and how she and other staff members take care of them. She has some ideas of how to improve their situation.
Here at Lynn University, we have 27 cats on campus. I spent the morning with Professor Marina Isla and sat down to talk to her about them. First, she took me around showing me what she does every morning for our Lynn campus cats. Professor Isla has been working at Lynn for over 8 years and has a strong love for cats like many others here at Lynn. She has been feeding the cats for several years now and has befriended many of them.
At the present time, we have close to 27 cats in campus. So it's an effort. It requires 30 minutes of anyone's day to feed the cats because they are spread in different areas. So more could be done for sure. Having more volunteers to help in the task of feeding the animals and play with them, it's so important. So yes, I encourage people at Lynn to reach out to the managers or people in different areas of campus. If they want to create a club or a activity where they partake, that would be amazing because these cats need help. You know, it's that more can be done for them, and I have limited resources right now, but there's a lot can be done. There's room for improvement for sure.
I asked Professor Islas to expand on what could be done more by the university and by the students.
I feel that having a central place for the food and gathering of the cats would help Lynn to control, again, the colony, to keep it contained in one area. The cats could have food available for them. It would be easy to maintain also for the volunteers to clean, to keep it perfectly fine. So that's something that needs to be done for these cats. You know, right now they are spread all over campus, and if we keep it a centralized place, it can be more manageable by link community, and the cats will know where to go for food. They don't have to be wandering around trying to get the food they need. They know where to go. It's safer for them as well.
Professor Islas has done amazing work with the help of many other faculty members. Of the 27 cats, she has spayed all but 3, whom she is still trying to catch. This has helped lessen any rapid growth in population. A centralized area for the cats to live in would be extremely beneficial to the university and, most importantly, the cats. Additionally, I spoke with Giselle Gerber, who has recently taken in a cat from the university, about what the community is at Lynn with the cats.
As far as I know, as far as faculty and staff, there are a few of us on campus that come together every now and then and discuss the kitties and the situation and how we can come together and maybe collect some food. And one individual in particular is really a champion of the kitties. She leads the TNR program, the Trap, Neuter, and Release program here at Lynn, and I believe right now she has about 30 or so cats that she's helped with that. I think that's huge in controlling the population and keeping these kitties safe and healthy. Yeah, we just kind of try to come together as much as possible and discuss how we can better the environment and the situation for these cats.
Wondering how more students could get involved, Professor Islas emphasized a centralized area for cats yet again.
Well, I think first of all would be creating an area for them to get food every day, centralized area for the students to get involved and feed the cats with some type of structure, a system, and then if they have the opportunity to do donations of food, we have a centralized place in the operations team in the campus where all the food can be stored and volunteers can come and help the cats. That's one thing. It's very important also to identify the new cats in campus because what we're trying to do is the effort of TNR, the Trap, Neuter, and Release. If you see a new cat in campus that is not fixed, you can tell by the ear clipped. If it's not with the ear clipped, that cat will need to be fixed. So that's something to make them better, you know, to be healthy and to be in campus and not having an overpopulation of cats.
Sasha Abelson-Scher, reporting from iPulse TV News.
If you like coffee, you might want to visit Purple Coffee House. It's the heart of Lynn University's coffee culture. At the library, it's where students can get their caffeine fix and experience a place where memories are brewed. Delaney Smith reports.
Located in the Eugene M. and Christine E. Lynn Library, students have the opportunity to sip, savor, and soak up the relaxing and sweet-smelling ambiance of Purple Coffee House. Open Monday through Thursday.
I do come here a lot. I'm a biology major, so I'm always in the library studying for exams and stuff, and this is honestly a nice peaceful spot to study. I decided to get a latte for a little pick-me-up. It's the end of the block, so I'm trying to get in all my work done before spring break starts.
Purple Coffee House provides a wide selection of snacks, including chips and candy, homemade grab-and-go meals such as sandwiches and salads, and of course, homemade drinks made using Starbucks coffee, espresso, and tea. Established in 2013, this area has become a space where students can meet up with friends or have a comfortable place to study.
I'm here with my friend Luis. It's a nice place to just, like here, meet up with your friends, talk it out. Seeing people here do work in those little tables right there.
While Purple Coffee House is a go-to spot for a caffeine boost, it's also a vibrant hub that plays a significant role in the Lynn community.
What I enjoy about the atmosphere is that we have open windows all around and I get to enjoy the view. What I think is so great about this coffee shop is building connections through coffee and as well as creating memories with the guests. feel like this coffee shop contributes to the Lynn community by providing an extra boost of caffeine to the students, especially during the finals weeks.
I'm Delaney Smith for iPulse TV News.
Fast fashion has been on the rise since the 1990s. The practice has led to millions of clothes being mass-produced and quickly bought off shelves, soon ending up in landfills, an economic disaster. One Lynn student has been leading the fight against the fast fashion and recently hosted a clothing swap event. Reporter Carla Rivera Medina was there.
On Friday, January 19th, social entrepreneurship sophomore Navia Alexandra of the Watson Institute worked with her peers to put on the Swap and Save clothing swap. The event was hosted by Rohi's Readery, a local children's bookstore and learning center driven to promote inclusivity and diversity.
My parents raised me to the point where I really took to wanting to give back to some sort of community. And once I learned about sustainability and the Social Impact Lab in Watson at Lynn, everything just came together, and I decided to merge my love for fashion with my love for wanting to commit to something bigger than myself.
Lynn students and other guests came prepared to the event with boxes full of clothing that they no longer wanted. From there, they could choose to set the clothes out for trade or take. After that, the event kicked off with Navia and journalist Jasmine Kylene conducting an interview which informed the audience of the importance of the event's goal.
My idea behind this event was to bring community to sustainability. So my goal is to really build community based around fashion sustainability. So I want to be able to teach others ways that they can work together to find a community to lean on each other to be more sustainable. The whole point of this was to teach people new ways to incorporate sustainability and to build community based around it.
Once the clothing swap started, attendees began to donate and trade their clothes with one another. Clothes that would have otherwise ended up in a landfill.
This is so important because it just gets people really involved with seeing other people around their community, seeing a diverse set of faces, and especially since this is a sustainability event, this is for a really good cause. Fashion, both ethically towards humans and ethically towards the environment.
Last year, Navia started her social enterprise, Navia's Second Life, a venture dedicated to combining fashion and sustainability through creativity and community.
Navia is just such an inspiration. I just saw her doing that interview over here, and the way that she says her ideas is so eloquent. She really is amazing.
My biggest advice for students who want to get into sustainability is don't think you need to have money to switch to this type of lifestyle. A lot of it is just doing research, educating yourself, and taking one step at a time to add stuff to your everyday lives. So whether it be looking up what stores aren't very sustainable, getting rid of them from your everyday lives, finding new stores to replace it, finding new habits, deciding what to do with your everyday life to be able to make one small step.
Navia plans to host more of these clothing swaps and sustainability-driven events in the future, including on our very own campus. Students can support this journey towards a more sustainable fashion industry by staying updated on Navia's future ventures. Reporting for iPulse News, this has been Carla Rivera Medina.
The Battle of the Bands contest has become a hot ticket for residents in South Florida. Not only do colleges participate, but high schools do too. Reporter Sophia Etienne played in the Deerfield Marching Band before she came to Lynn. Recently, she went to the Palm Beach Battle of the Bands contest to see her old band perform and talk to his historic drill master.
3 weeks ago, I had the opportunity to see Deerfield Beach High School compete in the Palm Beach Battle of the Bands. I was able to see them practice and prepare and see the behind the scenes of how a marching band gets ready. And I also had the opportunity of interviewing their drill master, Anthony Hill, who has been working alongside with the band for almost 20 years now.
Well, Saturday at the Palm Beach Lakes Battle of the Bands, our goal was to give the kids an experience around other bands in the Tri-County area, or generally in their area. Some of them are friends with these other bands.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to give them that opportunity, plus be able to see two college bands, which was Edgewater University and Florida Memorial University. I think that the kids did well. It wasn't what they expected because they came there for a competition, but we were paired up against a band that's just brought their band program back. So it was more of a camaraderie thing. So they were very excited to see that the other band was coming back, as you saw yourself. But it was more of a camaraderie thing, and I was glad we were able to show that side of the band culture. Not everything is always competition, who got first place, who got second place. Sometimes it's being instrumental in giving somebody else that same opportunity of the exposure to the culture.
7 and 2. 8 counts this time.
As a mentor, I feel like the journey is starting, opening them up to the band culture. A lot of people don't know about the band culture. So this event actually opened their eyes a little bit wider in regards to the band culture, and giving them that opportunity that exposed them to other things outside of what we do here at Deerfield. Being in this capacity as far as a mentor for the last 20 years, originally when I came here because my friend was here, and then I'm still here and he's gone. But over the years, I grew as far as becoming more of a better man myself. So it's an equal thing, an equal exchange. I give them my experiences as far as how I lived in the band culture and how much it meant to me, as in addition to giving them and teaching them and guiding them through their own experiences.
I asked him if the past 20 years has been a positive experience of mentoring students and if there's anything he wanted to add on.
Life. A lot of the kids come to me about life problems. It's interesting because 20 years ago, I'm not the same man that I was 20 years ago. To come to this point, I'm able to share my life experiences from my point of view. And I don't go in the approach of, you better do it. I just say, hey, this is what I did. You can try for yourself. If it doesn't work out, come back. We'll talk about it. And we get to brainstorm together and guide them in a direction sometimes. I don't really believe in the guiding in a direction. I believe they find their own pathway. I'm just there to act as a guide for them while they're creating their own pathway, their own lane.
This was Sophia Etienne for iPulse News.
In sports, Lynn University's men's basketball team attained much success throughout this past season. The Fighting Knights finished their season with a 17-11 record, clinching the 4th seed in the Sunshine State Conference playoffs. I was courtside to see the playoff action unfold. Over the spring break, Lynn University's men's basketball team played in the Sunshine State Conference quarterfinals. On March 5th, the Fighting Knights took on the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish. The matchup occurred at Count and Countess, the Hornley Sports and Cultural Center. The Fighting Knights set the tone on both sides of the ball, leading through much of the first half. Midway through the second half, the Sailfish minimized the deficit after a series of defensive stops and field goals. With over 2 minutes in the second half, the Sailfish reclaimed the lead, quieting the Lynn University crowd. Graduate student and guard Brad McCabe hit a clutch three-pointer, giving the Fighting Knights the late lead. Tredavis Thompson, another graduate student and guard, came up with a game-saving block. Jamison Evans threw down an electric dunk, securing the win 81-75 and sending the Lynn University crowd into a frenzy. Brad McCabe spoke about his team's strategy going into the game and the confidence to take shots in crucial moments.
Just trying to stay locked in, like mentality, win or go home. We're gonna get stops, we're gonna get rebounds, we're gonna go on runs, and we just, we had that mentality just to keep going and keep our composure and just getting the rebounds and just doing what we need to do to win. I think the whole team and the coaching staff has had a lot of comments in me late in the season. It's really helped. I'm a 40% three-point shooter, and I gotta act like it. So, I just gotta shoot it with confidence and go with it. And when Jim was electric. Thank you to the fans and everybody for being out here. So, great environment and a great win.
The Fighting Knights would eventually lose in the SSC semifinals. However, players Tredavis Thompson and Nardin Kapik received all SSC honors for their play throughout the season. I'm Swanson Gibson Jr. for iPulse.
Labs for Liberty is an organization that provides service dogs for veterans with PTSD and physical needs. Recently, retired Marine Staff Sergeant Adam Griffin received a Labrador named Apollo from Labs for Liberty. Although life has not been easy for Adam, Apollo gives him support. Lisette Guillen reports.
He fills that big void that I had from not having a dog on my left side for years.
Looking at how Apollo sits by the side of retired Marine Staff Sergeant Adam Griffin, you'd think the bond between this pair has developed over years. Turns out they've only known each other for less than 24 hours.
And I'm just looking forward to what Apollo's going to bring to the table.
Adam served as a dog handler paired with an explosive sniffing canine for 12 years in the Marines. Returning to civilian life in 2014 was a massive change.
For 12 years, I had a dog glued to my hip. When I got out, that dog went away. So it was like a hole, just a missing piece of the puzzle in my life.
Several years ago, through Labs for Liberty, Adam was paired with Dash. Sadly, that service dog passed away in 2022.
Apollo, come. Good. Sit. Good.
Now, after months of training with Haley and Mike O'Connell, Apollo is ready to provide valuable service and support to Adam and his family.
I'm not good with crowds. I'm not the greatest with people. So being that I have the dog, it kind of takes the focus off of me. Everybody focuses on the dog.
For the O'Connells, saying goodbye to Apollo is bittersweet.
I'm sad to see him go, but it's so worth it. I'd do it 100 times more.
But they take comfort in knowing he's ready to take on the job they spent so long training him to do.
It's already been so amazing to see the impact that he's made and how he's just already so locked in on Adam.
Adam and Apollo will soon head home to Florida, but no amount of distance can get in the way of the relationships made with Labs for Liberty.
It's adding to my support network. It's adding to my friend network.
I'm Lisette Guillen for iPulse.
In international news, Greece has become the 16th European country to pass a new law on same-sex marriage. Greece is an Orthodox Christian country and is the first major religious country to pass this law. The public response has been quite mixed, as Andrea Carlos reports the older generation is frustrated, but younger people are super excited.
176.
In a historic day, on February 16th, Greece has become the very first Orthodox Christian country to legalize same-sex marriage. This also makes them the 16th European country passing this law. Although this is exciting news for Greece, some of the Greek population have mixed feelings towards this.
I'm not sure about my opinion about the new bill. I'm confused. I'm Greek Orthodox, and in my religion, family consists of male and female. I believe that. I support that. On the other hand, I also believe that every people in every gender has to live with dignity.
The Prime Minister of Greece, Kyriakos Mitsotakis, made a public post on how this is a huge milestone for human rights. He states, "The vote has passed as of tonight. Greece is proud to become the 16th EU country to mandate marriage equality. This is a milestone for human rights reflecting today's Greece, a progressive and democratic country passionately committed to European values." Greece passing this new bill on same-sex marriage is hard on older generations. But the younger generation is happy and says this change needed to happen.
Favored and they are more strict with the Christian rules, believe that is something that is not right to do so. But younger generations tend to show more acceptance and believe that is something that we had to do a long time ago. But I think this was something really positive for our society that we had to do a long time ago. And I think that younger generations will show the way and will show how to accept and be united with everyone and respect their choices.
While this historic vote is making changes, let's hope it will be good and we can move forward. I am Andrea Carlos for iPulse.
And that's iPulse Live. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. I'm Nicole Zayek.
And I'm Swanson Gibson Jr. You can find us all the time on the Lynn iPulse site or on Apple News and on lynnipulse.org.